Hello everyone, this is Chung Lau and I'm your presenter on BiToolkits for MicroStrategy. In this session, we'll demo the highly praised tool in BiToolkits, web subscription cloning. With this tool, you can create hundreds of web subscriptions with the click of a button. Here is a brief list of features. Web subscriptions can be cloned across MicroStrategy environments. For example, you can create and test web subscriptions in a development environment and then use it as a template for creating web subscriptions in a production environment. Web subscription cloning is safe and secure. It uses Command Manager to write to MicroStrategy. The Command Manager script execution security is governed by the user's ACL defined in MicroStrategy. The cloning tool supports the following subscription types: email, file, history list, mobile, cache update, and print. The cloning tool supports parameter substitution. When converting a web subscription to a cloning template, the tool automatically parses out the report name, subscription owner, subscribers, email subject line, email body text, and file name. It then parameterizes the cloning template to be used in our highly customizable Command Manager scripting engine. Subscribers are cloned along with the web subscriptions. The cloned web subscriptions will have the exact same number of subscribers as in the cloning template. Below is a list of steps for web subscription cloning. Later, we'll go through these steps in BiToolkits. Step 1. Use BiToolkits Object Finder tool to select existing web subscriptions to be used as cloning templates. Step 2. Edit the templates to fine-tune cloning parameters. This step is optional. Step 3. Use the Object Finder tool to select reports for web subscription cloning, and use the Command Manager action tool to generate web subscription cloning scripts. Step 4. Synchronize web subscription subscribers. We will demo all the 4 steps. For this demo, we will use MicroStrategy's Enterprise Manager project. The web subscription cloning tool is only available in a pro version. On to the demo. Step 1. Create cloning templates. Let's select an existing web subscription to create a cloning template. For this demo, let's take a look at this email subscription. This is a weekly subscription. There are 2 subscribers, and the delivery format is Excel. Notice the report name is used in the file name, the subject line, and in the message body. Let's look at the advanced options. Nothing is selected in the advanced options. Let's look at personalizations. There are 2 personalizations, time filter and a percentage. Now let's close this web subscription. Now in BiToolkits, let's go to Change Impact Analysis. Use Object Finder tool to search for this web subscription. The web subscription search tool has many search options, such as search by web subscription name, owner name, schedule, address, etc. I want to point out a very useful search option here. You can search for web subscriptions whose recipients don't have report execution rights. Oftentimes, when we create user subscriptions, we forgot to grant report execution permission. This feature enables you to proactively fix the problem. For this demo, we search by web subscription name. Let's name this batch Step 1. Now click the search button. Notice there are 2 web subscription entries for email. That is because web subscription has 2 recipients, Administrator and Chung Lau. We can select either entry to create cloning template. If we select both entries, it will create only one cloning template. Now let's select both entries and click the Create Templates button. We got an alert indicating only one unique template will be created. Click OK to continue. Okay, the cloning template is created. Let's go to the fields here. Template name. Let's rename this template to Master Email Template. Subscription name. Notice this name is parameterized to report name plus date timestamp. Subscription owner. These fields also parameterize to the template owner, which is CLOW down here. You can override it with a different user. Schedule name. We can enter a different schedule here. For this demo, leave it as is. Primary subscriber. There's no primary subscriber concept when creating subscriptions using the web user interface. The reason we need primary subscriber here is due to Command Manager requires a subscriber in the web subscription creation script. Notice this field is parameterized to the subscription owner. Send preview now. If checked, the subscription will be run upon creation. Updatable. If checked, allow subscribers to modify the subscription. Expiration. Subscription will expire on the specified date. Additional subscribers. Remember this subscription has two subscribers, Chung Lao and Administrator. Chung Lao is already specified in the primary subscriber field, so the Administrator is specified here as an additional subscriber. Email subject line. Notice the report name will be used here. Email body. Also notice report name will be used here. Prompt. There are two prompts in this subscription. Notice prompt answers cannot be cloned. It will use the default answers instead. Delivery format. Current format is Excel. We can change the format here. The tooltip will show you available formats. The expanded page by field and page per sheet option cannot be scripted in Command Manager. The default for both fields is true. File name. The report name will be used as file name. Text delimiter. It requires for plain text delivery format only. Compressed zip file name, zip file password are optional. Send to history list. If checked, send a copy of the report to history list when the subscription is run. Notice this option is not available in the web user interface. It is available only in Command Manager scripts. Include history list link. If checked, email will contain URL link to the report in history list. Again, this feature is not available in the web user interface. Please note, for this to work, we must have the send to history list checked and must enter the web server URL in text box below. Here's an example. But for this demo, we'll leave this unchecked. Template owner and fields below are informational. We cannot change them. That pretty much explains all the fields in this screen. We should always check the Validate Template button to check for syntax errors. Click the template button. Notice on the right corner, the template has no error message if there's no error. If an error is found, the error message will be displayed on the top left corner. For example, let's delete the email subject and click Validate button. Notice the red color flashes 3 times and error message shows on the top left corner. Put back the email subject and click Validate Template. Now all is well and we can close this screen and all changes are saved automatically. Notice the 3 radio buttons here. Objects View, Web Subscription View, NCS Subscription View. There's nothing in NCS Subscription View as no NCS subscription search was performed. Step 2. Fine-tune cloning parameters. In the Web Subscription View mode, notice the available tools to manipulate web subscriptions. Create Templates button, which is already covered. Add the Templates button, which we will explain in a bit. Sync Subscribers button, which we will explain later. Remove Subscribers button is to remove selected subscribers from existing subscriptions. Copy Subscriptions button allows you to copy selected web subscriptions to another environment, assuming the same reports, schedules, and recipients exist in the target environment. The difference between this tool versus the cloning tool is this tool copies the exact same web subscription from one environment to another, while the cloning tool generates web subscriptions from a cloning template. Delete subscriptions button is to delete selected web subscriptions. For this demo, we click the Edit Templates button. There's only one template to edit. Let's create a few more cloning templates. Let's go to Object Finder. Let's search for all templates. Let's select a few web subscriptions. Now we have 4 cloning templates. Let's click through each one. Notice the few changes based on the web subscription type. We can change any of these templates and they are saved automatically when we close this screen. Let's change the template names. Now we can close this screen. Step 3. Select reports and create web subscriptions. Let's go to Object Finder and let's go to Object Search. Let's call this batch Step 2. Let's search for the name session and we look for reports only. Now click the search button. Okay, we found 6 reports. Let's select them all and let's create web subscriptions. Now we need to select a cloning template. Let's select the master email template. Notice we can still make changes to the template before generating web subscriptions. If nothing else to change, click the Generate Web Subscriptions button. Notice scripts are generated. If you have Command Manager module installed on this machine, you can click the Run button to run the scripts. Otherwise, click the Copy to Clipboard button to copy scripts to run in another machine. Since I have Command Manager installed on this machine, I can click the Run button. Now check for errors. The execution completed successfully, so there's no error. Now let's close. Notice a new batch is created and a checkbox is checked on report subscriptions that are successfully generated. If a script cannot be created for a report, the checkbox is unchecked. Now we go to the web user interface to verify that 6 new email subscriptions are generated. We need to refresh the screen here. Notice the new email subscriptions are generated here. Now let's open a newly generated web subscription. Notice the subscription name is correctly replaced with report name. The schedule, subscribers, file name, subject name, and message body, they all look good. Look at the advanced options. Nothing is checked. Look at personalization. Notice the personalization is different. That's because this report has different prompts. Notice the default prompt answers are used here. So the web subscriptions are created correctly according to the cloning template. Now let's try to clone another set of reports. Let's go to Object Finder and bring in some reports. Let's search for reports whose name contains dashboard. This time we'll choose Documents. And we want to name this one Step 3. Now click Search. We found 6 documents. We want to select them all. Notice we have a mix of document types here. There's HTML5, there's a Flash, and there's HTML5. Different document type requires different delivery format, so we need to exclude them for this run. Now we're going to go to Create Web Subscriptions. This time, we choose a file template. Notice the report names already parameterized. Notice the additional subscribers. These are folder locations. Notice the delivery format is PDF. For Flash documents, we need to change the delivery format to Flash. For HTML5 documents, we need to change the delivery format to HTML5. On the Send Notification checkbox, if we don't specify an address name or physical address, it will send notification to the default email address for each subscriber. Now click the Generate Web Subscriptions button. Click OK. Click Run. Let's check for errors. Everything looks good. Now let's close the script screen. Notice a new batch is created. Let's verify this in the web user interface. Notice the 3 file subscriptions are created. Let's take a look at the new dashboard subscription. The subscription, subscribers, and file name are all looking good. Let's see advanced options. No changes as per cloning template. Notice the delivery notification checkbox. And there's no personalization because this report does not have any prompts. So this web subscription is cloned correctly. Step 4. Synchronize web subscription subscribers. These are the reports selected for cloning in earlier demo. Let's select all the reports. Click the web subscription button to search web subscriptions that are using these 6 reports. 13 rows returned. Notice some subscriptions have 2 subscribers, so we actually have 7 unique web subscriptions. Now we select all for subscriber synchronization. Notice there is a pop-up alert indicating incompatible subscription type between history list and email. That is because email subscription uses email addresses, while history list subscription does not use email address. So we need to exclude the history list subscription. Let's sync again. Click OK to confirm that there are 6 unique web subscriptions. We need to select a template to sync. We can select any template as long as subscriber address types are compatible. For this demo, we select the master email template. Let's change the subscriber from administrator to a test user. Notice if we don't specify the address, it will use the default email address. Click Validate Template to check for errors. No errors. Click the Synchronize Subscribers button. Notice 12 scripts are generated for 6 web subscriptions. The first script adds test user to the subscription. The second script removes administrator from the subscription. Now click Run. Check for errors. There are no errors. Now we can close the window. Notice the subscriber change has not been updated here. This is due to the new batch was created prior to the script will run. To refresh the data, we simply create a new batch. Now the subscriber name has changed from administrator to test user. Now we need to verify the changes using the web interface. Let's look at this subscription. Notice the subscriber name changed from administrator to test user. So the subscribers are synchronized correctly according to the template. There are a few limitations with web subscription cloning. Prompt answers cannot be cloned. If you have prompts in your report, the default answers will be used in the cloned web subscription. The FTP subscription, burst mode subscription, and dynamic recipient list cannot be cloned. This is due to limitation in Command Manager. Also, the expand page by field and page per sheet options cannot be scripted in Command Manager. The default for both fields is set to true. This concludes our session. As we have demonstrated, the web subscription cloning tool is unique and extremely useful. You can create hundreds or even thousands of web subscriptions with the click of a button. If you need to migrate NCS subscriptions to web subscriptions, this tool will save you weeks and months of work. It integrates seamlessly with Command Manager to run scripts. Features discussed here are only available in the Pro version. They are not available in the free version. This concludes our session. There are many productivity tools built into BiToolkits. In future sessions, we will show you how to effectively use various tools in BiToolkits to increase productivity.